Goodness comes and evil goes.
Kimungo Ukombozi, Kimungo Ukombozi, Kimungo Ukombozi, divine liberty, divine liberation, divine freedom, and all that that will bring for African people wherever we happen to be on the face of this earth. Karibu, welcome. My name is Kwende, and today we're going to get into another important subject, and that subject is Omowale Malcolm X and the seasons of African spirituality by way of Kwanzaa, ASBWOK. The seasons and the cycles of the sacred universe come around at different levels. And one of the most obvious levels that we have are the seasons of the year as they relate to the atmospheric conditions that allow us to, in traditional times, grow crops, cultivate the soil, and produce food, and so on. And just as the seasons or the cycles of the agricultural process that have been with us since the earliest of time have allowed development and growth for agricultural production, we also have seasons and cycles for the cultivation, the growth, the nurturing of the self. And with that cultivation, growth, and nurturing development of the self comes spirit, force, and energy, because African souls are spirit people. And so spirituality is part of African life as it grows, as it is groomed, and as it is shaped for optimal functionality. And one of the reasons this is also important is because with the creative restoration process that brought forth the wonderful observance of Kwanzaa, we also have in that cultural fabric, that cultural framework, spiritual flow that is interlinked and intertwined with the substance of Kwanzaa that is with us throughout the annual cycle. So that by the conclusion of the annual cycle, we are able to celebrate all that we have cultivated for our best interests in a self-determined way. What is grand yield of ascension, and grand yield of victory? The great hero, Omowale Malcolm X, inspired the creative restoration process in a profound and deep way that gave us the wonderful observance of Kwanzaa. So I want you to just listen to, just for a moment or two, listen to the utterances of this great hero as it relates to that cultivation and development.
When you put a seed in the soil, it remains beneath the soil until the season changes. And when the season changes, the seasonal change automatically brings about rather atmospheric conditions, bring about a seasonal change that makes that seed come up or crop grow in its appointed time. And all over this world today, God himself has brought about political changes, a political atmosphere, sociological, social atmosphere, economic atmosphere. These economic conditions, these political conditions and social conditions combine to bring about a situation that is making black people in America more receptive, their mind more fertile to the seed of truth. This is springing up today and causing our people to see and understand now what they couldn't see and understand before.
So those then are the words of the great hero Omowale Malcolm X. And those are words of inspiration, those are words of wisdom that we can carry with us in relation to the flow of African spirituality by way of Kwanzaa, ASBWOK, because that is with us. During the Kwanzaa observance, 26th of December through to the 1st of January, and we carry it with us with the fabric or substance of Kwanzaa that is with us throughout the year. Most predominantly, the Nguza Saba, the 7 principles. So let us embrace our own spiritual flow. Let us embrace our own fabric of cultural development. And let us continue in that ever onward, that ever upward mission of ascension throughout the annual cycle to celebrate the year end's yield. So with that, food for thought, and surely it is food for thought, Kimunga Ukombozi, Kimunga Ukombozi, Kimunga Ukombozi, divine liberty, divine liberation, divine freedom, and all that that will bring for African people wherever we happen to be on the face of this earth.
The sun who has returned home for Africans back on top. The sun who has returned home for Africans back on top. The sun who has returned home for Africans back on top. The sun who has returned home for Africans back on top.